Hello students, today we will discuss about the diamond necklace is a classical tragedy. The diamond necklace is the guy, the Maupassant is a tragic story. It deals with the folly of young lady who is ambitious to lead a luxurious life. It is a classical tragedy in the sense that it shows how fate shapes the life of human beings. They may aspire for the unachievable, but it is fate which decides what they should have and what they should not have. This is exactly the story of Mrs. Mathilde in the diamond necklace. It is true that her own folly and craze for things beyond her reach play havoc in her life. But fate or chance also adds to her suffering and unhappiness. Mathilde, the heroine of the story, is a helpless victim of the mysterious forces of fate. The irony of her fate is that she is born in a family of clerks. While she hates poverty and the lifestyle of poor people, having born in such a family, she has little chance of getting married to a rich and man with no dowry. The office of the Ministry of Dowry and Opportunities. She lets herself marry to an ordinary clerk in the office of the Ministry of Public Instructions. Being extremely beautiful and charming, she thinks that she is born for all the delicious and luxurious of life. She considers herself above her station and desires to live and enjoy life like the rich ladies of high society, but she is not destined to fulfill her desires. The circumstances of her life are quite opposite to her dreams and expectations. She is simply a puppet in the hands of hostile fate. Chance also plays tricks with her. By chance, both Mr. Loisel and Madeline get an invitation to a party at the palace of the Ministry of Public Instructions. She borrows a beautiful diamond necklace from her friend Madame Forestier. She thinks that the diamond necklace will add to her charms in the party. Of course, her guess comes true. She looks prettiest of all the elegant and gracious ladies. Her joy knows no bounds as everybody in the party pays attention to her. Even the minister takes notice of her elegance and beauty. What the irony of it is that her joy proves short lived. Very soon she comes to know that the necklace was lost. She is unable to find it out even after a keen search. Her life now takes a downward turn. Both her husband and she herself decide to buy a new diamond necklace to give back to Madame Forestier. They do not have money enough, so they borrow money from friends and moneylenders and buy a diamond necklace for a heavy amount of 36 francs. When Mathilde goes to Madame Forestier to return the necklace, the latter does not check the jewel box as she is very delayed in returning the borrowed necklace. Mathilde's life turns out to be hell, and both the husband and wife take great pains to earn money to pay the debt. Borrowed for buying the diamond necklace, Mrs. Loisel becomes the crude woman of the poor household and gets so much changed that she cannot be recognized by her friend. Mr. Loisel also works himself day and night. By chance, Madame Forestier comes across her and tells her that her diamond necklace was artificial and not worth over 500 francs. The greatest irony of fate in the life of Mr. and Mrs. Loisel is the finding out of the reality of the necklace. But just by the tricks of chance and fate, 10 long precious years of their life were wasted. Perhaps they were destined to live like that. The writer written a large number of short stories which are remarkable for their thematic and technical excellence. They have very meaningful and suggestive titles which attract the readers, like the other short stories such as False Alarm, The Father After Death, The Duel, and The Diamond Necklace has a short title which amply refers to the theme of the story. It deals with the false pride and vanity of a young girl named Mathilde who spoils her life on account of her love for fine dresses and costly jewelry. The story has a well-knit plot which revolves around the diamond necklace. One day, Mathilde's husband brings home an invitation to a ball party at the residence of the Minister of Public Instruction. She is not ready to go to the party because she has no fine dress to wear and no jewelry to adorn himself with. Her husband gives her money to buy a beautiful dress, but without jewelry she refuses to go. Her husband suggests that she should wear some natural flowers as ornaments, but she ridicules the idea. Mr. Loisel then asks her to borrow some jewels from her rich friend Madame Forestier. She goes to her friend and borrows a beautiful necklace of diamonds from Madame Forestier's collections. Beautiful necklace of diamonds from Madame Forestier's collection. She goes to the party wearing a costly dress and the beautiful diamond necklace. Her lifelong desire to look beautiful and draw the attention of people fulfilled. At the party, she draws the attention of all, including the minister. She enjoys the party and dances till 4 o'clock in the morning. The party being over, the Loisels return home. When Mathilde stands before the mirror for a final view of herself in the glory, she is shocked to notice that there is no necklace around her neck. The diamond necklace is lost. Both Mathilde and her husband search it everywhere, but it is not found. They decide to buy a new diamond necklace and return it to Madame Forestier in a shop of the Palais Royal. They find a similar necklace for 36,000 francs. Mr. Loisel has only 18,000 francs with him. He borrows the remaining francs from others and buys the necklace, which Mathilde returns to her friend. Thereafter, they lead a miserable life, earning and saving the money to pay the debt. Mathilde, who always dreamed of elegant dinners, parties, finery, and jewelry, is changed into a strong, hard woman, the crude woman of the poor household. She has changed so much that even her friend Madame Forestier does not recognize her. The borrowed diamond necklace takes away her 10 precious years of youthful vigor. After 10 years, she comes to know from her friend that the diamond necklace which Madame Forestier lent her was not worth over 500 francs because it was artificial. This revelation at the stage is meaningless. The whole story from the beginning or to the end revolves around the diamond necklace. It runs 10 precious years of the life of Mathilde and her husband. Had she not borrowed the diamond necklace, she would not have suffered so much. In the beginning, the diamond necklace is a source of joy and fulfillment in Mathilde's life. In the end, it proves to be a cause of their misery from the point of view the title. The diamond necklace is not only appropriate but also quite meaningfulness and suggestive. Chance also play tricks with her. By chance, both Mr. Loisel and Mathilde get an invitation to a party at the palace of the Ministry of Public Instructions. She borrows a beautiful diamond necklace from her friend Madame Forestier. She thinks that the diamond necklace will add to her charms in the party. Of course, her guess comes true. The greater irony of fate in life of Mr. and Mrs. Loisel is the finding out of the reality of the necklace. But just by the tricks of chance and fate, 10 long precious years of their life were wasted. Perhaps they were destined to live like that. They lead a miserable life, earning and saving the money to pay the debt. Mathilde, who always dreamed of elegant dinners, parties, finery, and jewelry, is changed into a strong, hard woman, the crude woman of the poor household.